Hi, class. So we're on to Unit 3, and this is when we're starting to deal with the newspaper report, which some people find the trickiest part of the literacy test, and therefore may give you some trouble in this literacy course. So the first task is a good introduction into the newspaper report. Even though we've read them before, it sort of gives you the idea of the thinking process you should be going through when looking at a newspaper article. So again, please watch Mr. Jules' video at the top. It will give you more information than what I'm going to give you in this video, although I'm going to go more into detail about the assignment that you have to submit. So again, this is all about what you should be thinking while you are reading a newspaper report. So again, go over this if you don't remember the format of the newspaper report. This is a good one because you get to click on the different parts of the newspaper and you get to see the different parts and where to find information. But we're going to focus right on here in terms of reading a news report. So click this link to get the reading analysis for nonfiction. Nonfiction means that it is a true story. So newspaper articles are true. And then you are going to fill out this chart. Now, the key when you are filling out this chart is that before you begin your reading, you should fill out this section of the chart. So what I think I know. So for you guys, you're going to be doing your chart on this article right here. So before you even begin, you should be filling out this chart about what do I know about polar bears, what do I know about climate change, all that stuff. The rest is to be filled out as you are reading. So for an example, I did one based on this article right here. So this article is about vegetarian canned tuna, why Americans are taking a hard pass. So going up to, so this is what my chart would look like before I began reading. So I went through what I think I know about plant-based foods and tuna. So I know plant-based meats are becoming popular. Think Beyond Meat at A&W. Tim Hortons has a breakfast sandwich that has plant-based food. People think that they're a healthier option. We think of plants. We think of good for you. We think of good for the earth. People don't like people like real food, so they don't like chemicals. They don't like things that try to be something it's not. And that tuna can be used in sandwiches and other dishes. So I have four. Again, I would say four is a minimum to put in here. You can always put more. So now, while I'm reading, I'm going to be taking these things and putting them either in the confirmed, which means that through this article I found out that I was right, or I'm going to put it in a the misconceptions column. And the misconceptions column is if the article says that I might not be quite right or I might be downright wrong. So when I put something in the misconceptions column, I should also be putting something in the new learning column, because this means I've gained some new information. Or maybe something that I didn't talk about here is something that I learned, and you can put that in here. So this column very well could be your longest column. And then the last column is questions. I want you to ask at least one question um, about the article afterwards and about the topic. So after I read my article, my chart looked something like this. So you can see I no longer have anything in the what I think I know section, and those items have either been in the confirmed or the misconceptions. For everything in the misconceptions, I have at least 1 point in my new learning. So, for example, I was wrong that people think that they are healthier options. People know that meatless fish is actually less nutritious. So if you read the article, it says that it doesn't have as much protein, doesn't have as much fiber as real fish. I was wrong that people don't like it because they they don't like chemicals. It's more that people don't like it because of the taste and the texture. It has nothing to do with the chemicals. It's just that it's not fish. But I was right that plant-based meats are becoming popular, and that tuna can be used in things like sandwiches and other dishes. So the questions I had is plant-based food better for you? Is plant-based food better for the environment? So overall, I wanted to talk about plant-based foods. So again, maybe the tuna is not as good for you, but what about the beef? What about the pork? So I can jump off from there in terms of things I could explore after reading this article. So that's what your chart should look like at the end. So starts off like this, ends off like this. Okay, so once you have that done, then you hit submit. So again, it's not about having the right answer. So you could have everything in your misconceptions full side. You could have been completely wrong about the topic, but that also means that I would be looking for a lot of new learning. So make sure that that's balanced out. Okay? If you have any questions about what to do, feel free to ask.